Hello. This week's topic is, do we ever heal completely? Before I discuss this topic, I would like to make sure that we're all tuning in to the intention behind this question. Sometimes I believe when we ask this question, there might be some perfectionism behind it. Do we have to heal all the way? Is my question in response to that. But let me delve into this topic and we'll come back to the topic of perfectionism. I prefer to measure healing in terms of improvement instead of completeness. And I'll give you some examples. If during our healing process we see that our health is improving, then I believe we can say that we are successful in our healing process, even if everything else isn't 100% completed. Another form of improvement that we may see as we're going through our healing process is our relationships. Perhaps we don't get triggered as easily, or we get along better with people at work. We're not jumping to conclusions, or like in general, we seem to be getting along better with people. I believe that all of those are important achievements. Another improvement I see when we start healing is that we have the ability to speak up for ourselves, to set boundaries, to not let people bully us or coerce us into making decisions. One of the biggest improvements I've seen in my life is I have slowly let go of self-sabotage. It's something that I'm still working on currently, but I've definitely seen an improvement in this area in the last 5 years. We can also see that we're healing because our job opportunities improve. I believe that has a lot to do with standing up for ourselves at work, having more confidence to take on bigger challenges, or other skills that we are motivated to acquire once we start to heal some of the blockages that we have, obviously all rooted in our sexual trauma. I also see improvements when we start to focus on our talents. As I mentioned in a prior video, sexual trauma can steal some of our talent because we're so focused on the depression and we start to neglect all these different talents that we have. But I do see that many of us improve in those areas as we start to heal. So these are just a few of the many examples of how our lives improve and why I don't think it's important to ask the question, do we ever heal completely? Does completeness really matter? If we continue to see areas of our life improving, then it's irrelevant if we ever heal completely. I believe that healing is a lifelong process. The most important thing is to be consistent, to continue forward on our journey. And even if it's time to take a break, if we're not in the space that we're able to do more healing, life gets in the way, it's okay to take a break. I also think it's important to celebrate each win when we get a promotion, when we start to notice things about ourselves that change over time, like we start to notice, oh, I stood up for myself today, or I set very good boundaries and didn't allow this person to encroach on my time. Those are some examples, but I believe we should celebrate each of those little wins, no matter how small. Because remember, if we look back on our lives, there was a time when those things were so difficult for us. So even if an achievement feels small, I do think that we should celebrate that. I also think it's important to accept that some areas of our lives take much longer to heal than others. And each person is different. And that's why I've mentioned before that we can't compare ourselves to anybody. So some people can quickly see results, for example, in their health and fitness. Some people are probably already geared that way and they take care of themselves better. And for other people, they may see improvement in their finances quicker. So each one of us is unique. And so as long as we are accepting that everything doesn't heal at the same rate, I think we'll be okay. I don't think it's important to ask, do we ever heal completely? because everything does take a different time frame to heal. And the important thing, like I mentioned, is that we continue down that process of healing. I also believe that we should only do as much as we can handle. Everybody's different. Some of us can handle more, some of us can handle less. Everybody has their own unique journey. Just know that whatever pace you're going at is exactly where you personally need to be. And as I've mentioned before, sometimes we need to take a break. Maybe you need more breaks than someone else, and that's okay too. Each one of us has unique circumstances. So the most important thing is to continue on that journey. Even if you take a break, just pick back up where you left off in the future. And that's all you can really do, is just give yourself a break when you need one. The reason I bring up the topic this week is because many people have asked me, do we ever heal completely? So coming back to the original question, for all the people who have asked me this question, do we ever heal completely? My answer is, again, if you see improvements happening in your life, then focus on that. Celebrate those wins. Work at your own pace, because you will eventually see the patterns of things improving in your life. That is much more important than the perfectionism of healing completely. Thank you for tuning in this week.
Hi, my name is Rosalinda Martinez. I'm a retreat leader at Empowerment Light. If you'd like to get connected with more tools and resources to help you on your journey, please see my website in the description section. As always, like and subscribe if you like this video. Look forward to a new video every Tuesday.